Hi Floss Tube, it's Buckle Stitch here. It's Sunday the 27th of November and this is my first update from my new house. So apologies if it looks a little bit dark. I've got the lamp behind me but then it's a bit too much. And it doesn't look too great, so I'll go with it off for now. The lighting in my living room is something that we need to sort out because there's basically two uplighters on the wall up there and then nothing like in the ceiling, and for a cross stitcher that's no good. I think I'd like spotlights, so get an even light coverage across the room, but without that lamp on behind me it's very, very dingy in here. Apparently the previous owners liked it like that, like the mood, but not for me. So yeah, can't see too much. Got some new home cards here. Don't know if you can see my new welcome to our house cross stitch. I did that years ago, I think, when I first bought my flat, so I've managed to find it in a box the other day and put it up on the windowsill, so I thought that was quite nice. Yeah, so as you can see I've got an armchair of sorts behind me. This is what I'm using at the moment as my stitching spot, although it's not very comfortable. It's actually conservatory furniture that the previous owners left us, which I'm very grateful for, because otherwise we would have nothing to sit on but a beanbag. Because apparently it takes 10 weeks for a sofa to come. Why? I don't know. Do they just make them to order? Do they not have a supply of them somewhere? I don't know. But yeah, so I've ordered one, an armchair and, two armchairs and a sofa. But I won't be getting that till the end of January. So I'm using this as my stitching spot, but trying to rest stuff on these arms and rested my arm on these arms, it's not the most comfortable, and I think as a result I've not really got into my stitching groove yet. I've not done a lot. One, because I've been quite busy sorting house stuff out and just work, and this year it's not very comfortable, and it's I haven't found the right spot yet. So I'm hoping when my sofa and armchair comes, I made sure one of my criteria for my new sofa and armchair is that it had a nice soft flat arm. So that was one criteria, and if it had one of those high kind of pointy arms then it was definite no-no. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that coming. So yeah, but if I didn't have these then I'd be sitting on a beanbag or the floor. Yeah, sit on the floor to film a video like now, but for a long time, no good for my back. Okay, so yeah, so like I said, I haven't done that much stitching. I've worked on two things. I'll show you what's in my Q-snap first of all. So I have been working on my Soaring Santa by Emma Congdon, which is this design here. I think I showed this in my previous Floss Tube or the one before that. Yeah, I don't think I'll get it finished for Christmas, but I'll keep working on it and then I'll get it out. Oh, I'll keep working on it through the year next year, ready for display next Christmas. So here is where I'm up to. Yeah, see, if I turn the light on now, you can kind of see through it all my little bits of thread at the back. That's no good, so I think it looks better without the light on. So I think since last time I have done some of the rooftops. I've done this rooftop here, this one here, did half of this roof of this clock tower. Yeah, not too much else on this, but I've mostly been working on this week. I think I've done a bit of this as well. Yeah, so this is being done on, I think it's 28, it's definitely even weave, I think it's 28 count, and it's from Sew It All, and the colour is called Cloud Stone, so I thought it looked like a snowy sky. So yeah, I do like working on this. I'll probably have a go on this again tonight when I finish filming. Yeah, so that's the one thing that I've worked on. This is probably going to be a very short video, but it's been about 3 weeks I think since my last one, so I was itching to do an update. And then my other one is my Lakeside Needlecraft. So I was doing well keeping up with every month, but I don't, obviously 1st of December's on Thursday. I don't think I'm going to finish this one by then. So this is where I've got to. So I can't remember exactly what I had done in my last update, but this week I filled in his face with the pale green. I did some of the ears, and then I've done that yellow firework just there. So a couple more hours, few more hours, and I think that will be done. So maybe I could try and squeeze it in. I'm going to my craft club tomorrow night at my father-in-law's pub with a few of my friends. So I could take this one, but it's quite big. I would like to take something small. It's a bit less awkward sitting in a pub doing it. Yeah, so I'm still enjoying this. Just haven't had as much time to do or to work on this as I would like. So yeah, here is the whole thing. And this is being stitched on 32 count Belfast linen, and I think it's called Fantasy Wings. I say I think every time, but I think that's what it's called. Okay, so that is all I have worked on in 3 weeks, which is pretty poor, and to be honest pretty annoying, because I just, you know, I work 5 days a week, don't get home till 6. I'm lucky now where I've moved, it takes me about 6-7 minutes to get to work, so there is that, which kind of adds a little bit more free time, but I seem to have just done job after job after job, really, to be honest. So yeah, what have we done? I mean, we went out all last Saturday, did a tour of all the furniture shops, bought a bed frame, a mattress, sofa, loads of random household stuff in Homebase and Dunelm Mill. Then yesterday I spent all day Christmas shopping. I don't know if anyone lives that far from London, but I went to a shopping centre called Westfield in Stratford, which is East London. You know, it was built when the Olympic 2012 stadium was built, because it's, you know, is a kind of complement to that, I suppose. And it is really, really nice. So really modern, all the shops you would want. But you have never seen so many people in one place in your life. I mean, we got there about 11:15. Was busy, but wasn't too bad. You could have a look at things in shops. But when me and my friend decided that it would be time to have some lunch, and we kind of ventured towards the eating places, it's just unbelievable. And, you know, instead of just getting a quick McDonald's or, you know, fast food or something like that, we kind of opted for kind of a sit-down restaurant, which is a bit more expensive, but we managed to get a seat just as about a queue started forming and having to wait for a long time. So yeah, that took most of the day yesterday, which is fine, needs to be done. But as I only get obviously Saturday and Sunday off and then back to work on Monday, it kind of, you know, takes up a lot of free time. And then today I had to do a lot of household jobs like ironing, washing. Had to go and post some letters. Went to see my mum and dad. Helped my mum out of a few jobs around the house. Well, she's fine doing these things by herself, but she just likes me to, I don't know, sometimes she wanted me to go on her Samsung tablet and sort something out and things like that. Then I went to Homebase again today, bought some Christmas lights that I can decorate outside the front of the house with. So yeah, anyway, I'm rambling now, but I just kind of get annoyed that, you know, now it's 6:20 on a Sunday evening and that's my weekend gone. And I've still got another 3.5, I've got 3.5 weeks till term finishes. So Wednesday, 21st of December at 2:15, I'll be out that door. And won't be seeing school again till, luckily I think it's something like the 9th of January. I've got a really long Christmas holiday, so I am much looking forward to that. And fingers crossed there will be much stitchy time. That's my goal. Okay, anyway, enough of my waffles. So what else have I got? Oh yes, so I went and picked up, because my mum and dad look after, when we lived in the flat, they look after our Christmas tree and all my Christmas decorations, just because obviously I didn't have loft space or much spare space at all in the flat. So I went and got all of that today, and I'll be putting that up next weekend. So while I was just looking through the decorations, I have a collection of decorations that I have cross-stitched, or one actually was from my friend who cross-stitches. So this one has lost its hanger and the edging looks a bit funny, but I'll maybe tweak that. But here is my little penguin. I need to stick a ribbon on it so I can hang it on the tree. It's backed onto adhesive felt, but where this was done in my early days of stitching. Obviously this bit is still a little bit sticky and it's like collected fluff and dust and stuff, so I should have done something a bit different with that, but it doesn't look too bad when it's got a ribbon on it and hanging on the tree. I think that must be from a World of Cross Stitching or Cross Stitch Crazy magazine. Then these, so I stitched probably about 4 or 5 of these a few years ago, and I made some Christmas cards out of them. So I've got these little mini pegs, and I'm not too sure why I've still got one of these, because I gave them out as Christmas cards. I'm not too sure, but I made about 4 or 5 of these, and these are out of a World of Cross Stitch or Cross Stitch Crazy. So I just kind of clip it on the end of a branch on my Christmas tree. Now these two are my favourite ones. So I've got this one, my little polar bear, nice silver sparkly ribbon. Again, all of these are from World of Cross Stitch or Cross Stitch Crazy. They're little Christmas motifs. And this is stitched on plastic canvas and backed onto white adhesive felt, and I've obviously done a better job of this than I did on this, but yeah, I really like that. Oh, I remember what I had to do with this. Because I'd stitched it on plastic canvas, I had a little bit of a nightmare with the back stitch. So where some of the back stitch split, so I think it was intended to be done on Ada or even weave, it kind of split the hole, if you know what I mean. So I kind of had to make the back stitch up as I went along so it suited plastic canvas. But actually, it turned out all right. So yeah, I really like that one, if I do say so myself. And this is pretty big for a Christmas decoration, but there we go, my Christmas jumper. I think I'll have to find the magazine that this came out of, because there was about 6 different designs. I might have to do another one. But I really love the shading. Now, the variations in the brown are really bring it to life, really lifelike. So yeah, that's done on, that must be 14 count Ada, before I ventured into even weave and hand-dyed fabric territory. And then red adhesive felt with a cute Merry Christmas ribbon. So I think that's probably my favourite one. Might have to see if I can find the magazine in the depths of my magazine boxes, many boxes that are still yet to be unpacked. Who knows where they are? Lucky to have found these. Well, that's because my mum had them. Yeah, so I'll have to try and do some more of those. And then this one, my friend Jenny made for me a few years ago. She's the one who originally got me into cross stitching. She's my friend I went to university with. So yeah, she did this. So it's like purple. I think it was a design. I think when you get World of Cross Stitch magazines, you get the little booklet that they kind of get the free thread with it, like the sparkly Madeira thread you sometimes get. And then she's done, I don't know if you can see this silver sparkly thread there. She obviously used her